How long we've had our first day of pre-season training? It seems to have gone quite well.
It's been great, yeah. We've been waiting a while. It seemed to have taken a long time to get to this point. You know, we've been a lot of work over the summer, lots of conversations, me and Tom, lots of meetings and that sort of thing, trying to get things ready. And then today's eventually come. It seems to have taken a while, but it's been great. Get the lads together, give them a bit of a run, blow up a few cobwebs. But it's been fun, yeah. It's been enjoyable.
You're eagerly anticipating the start of the season yourself, aren't you, with all these pre-season signings we've made?
Well, we are. It's you know, obviously when we came in last season, there was the squad was there, the players were there, and you can't tinker around too much because we had a job to do, which was to get them in a position where they could be safe and you know, and in a sort of comfortable position going into the end of the season. It was all about this season really for us when we came in. So it's there's been a bit of a turnaround. I think people were getting a bit worried because there was a lot going out and not much coming in. But you know, we've had it all under control through the summer. Tommy's been dealing great in the market. You know, I think we've brought in real quality. We've obviously made the squad a little bit smaller, which makes sense. You know, you've got smaller numbers, but you know the quality's there, which with the club, with the budget and everything like that is hugely important. But I think everyone can look at it. If they do the research about the lads, we've brought in some real quality, some good lads. We've got more to come. Obviously, we're looking to bring in a goalkeeper. Of course, we're bringing a goalkeeper in. But it's exciting, yeah. It's a big turnaround. It's a fresh group. There's kind of a new energy and a new atmosphere and a new sort of enthusiasm and motivation that the lads that have come in have brought. A bit of excitement, hopefully, that the fans can pick up on. And we're just really eager to see them playing in games now.
Defensively, Josh Eaton has gone, but Johnny Byrne has come in now. Johnny's got plenty of experience higher up, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, I mean, to be honest, we've swapped a really good centre half for a really good centre half. Except we've got a nice little bit of money in the bank from Josh. You know, Josh Eaton, yeah, did really well for us. Young lads, played well. Was brilliant for us in the last sort of 15-20 games. But to be honest, it's a great move for Josh. But we've brought in a lad, Johnny Byrne, who's just as good a player, just as strong, just as dominant a centre half with more experience. Played at a higher level. At the end of the day, you've got to realise Josh he'd only played sort of 15-20 games in the Conference North. That's all he'd done. Yeah, great prospect, and I think he will go on and play at a real high level. And he is a real talent. But when you think we've got the money for him and we've replaced him with a player that's as good, with more experience, who's a great lad, who's a local lad as well. I think that's another great thing that we've managed to do. It's not why we did it, but you know, the fact he's from Darlington means he's my mate. I'm happy with him. He's my favourite now. I think he should be captain. I've said that already. I've told Stacey that I think he should be captain. But I don't think Tommy's going for it. But I think it's a real good deal for the club. You know, it makes perfect sense financially. It's great for the young kid Josh because he's going up there and it's going to be brilliant for him. Kickstart his career, obviously. But we've got a real good centre half in with Johnny Byrne, plus what we've already got with Dominic and Terry.
The departure of Josh Eaton, though, sends a message to some players, doesn't it? That look, we can give you the opportunity to advance here if you come and play for us.
Well, that's what we're all about. I mean, that is not our prime objective. Our prime objective is to win football matches and get promoted and get Darlington Football Club back in the league. But a little bit further down the list is developing exciting young players and that are going to play at the top level, that are going to get, you know. And you look at the lads that we've got. We brought Trotman in. Trotman will get a move at some point because he's an exciting, excellent player, real good prospect. Mitchell Glover, that's why we brought him in, because we see him as a great prospect that would, again, brilliant for the club financially if he gets that move. But we want to coach him, we want to bring him on, we want to be part of that. Joe Wheatley, you know, what's happened with him in the last 6 months, 7-8 months, whatever it is amazing. England C and, you know, the Vardy thing, and people interested, and people know Joe Wheatley's name now. What's happened with Josh Eaton? You know, you're looking at Henshaw that we've brought in. You're looking at Johnny Byrne, young lads. You know, you've got Jack Vox that we're looking to develop and really make him have a good go with now and develop him and make him a bit more of a. Well, we want to give him more physicality. You know, I think when you come through that the youth system, and you've played a lot of with under 23s, under 21s, and that sort of thing. You don't have that physicality. Now he just needs exposure now. He needs exposure, but so he's going to be a great prospect. Harvey Saunders, you know, we've worked really hard with, and Tommy's worked really hard with Harvey Saunders. We've sent him out to Barnsley for a bit of coaching, the one-to-one stuff, which he's loved. There's a lot of lads potentially who could, push on and make that next step, and that's what we want. And we're not going to hold anyone back if that's the case.
It's good news as well that Reece Dyche has signed a new 2-year deal as well.
He's too old for that. What are you on about him developing and getting a move? He's too old.
Yeah, but he's going to be staying here longer term on a 2-year deal.
Well, Dyche kind of epitomises everything we want on the football pitch. You know, he's a great lad. He's funny. He's got personality, but he's got desire. He's got strength. He's got passion. He's got, I think he does what he says he's going to do. You know, he's not the most orthodox of players, but he scores goals and he gets the job done, and he demands that other people get the job done, and that's exactly what we want. I think he was a massive factor in the turnaround last season. I think him coming in and scoring the goals that he did was huge for us. And why wouldn't you want to extend that? I mean, if he's happy to commit, then we're happy to offer it. I think him staying for that extra year is huge. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's a real positive for the club that we can keep players like that. And I'm happy that he's staying, because, like I say, he's a breath of fresh air in the changing rooms. The lads love him. We love him. Hopefully, the crowd do love him. I think they took to him really well. And why wouldn't you offer him an extra year?
All in all, after day one of pre-season training, it's shaping up quite well, isn't it? There's a bit of pre-season training to go, a few matches yet, until we kick off for real on the 4th of August.
It's day one, and there's obviously a couple of lads who are not in. Mr. O'Hanlon got himself married. Thought that was more important than coming in for his first day of training. Dominic Collins again, he's on holiday, so that's a fine. Trotman, don't know what Trotman's doing. I haven't got a clue what he's doing, but Trotman's away. I think he's on holiday as well. But there's a few lads missing, obviously, with the goalkeeper coming. But today's really, we wanted to get the majority of them in, get them loosened off. Me and Tommy wanted to come in. That was probably the only reason why we brought him in today. Me and Tommy we're just eager to get at it. So it's just loosen them off, get them in. Mainly just get them to meet each other. Liam Hughes has managed to meet a few of the lads. A few of them know each other anyway. Johnny Byrne, obviously, he's to introduce him to the lads, but luckily Joe Wheatley's a friend of his. Henshaw, Nicholson, all these lads. Just to sort of say, look, there you go. This is the staff. This is Andy Collett. We brought Andy Collett in, obviously, as goalkeeping coach, which is brilliant. We're chuffed to bits to get Andy in. So it's nice to introduce him to the lads. There's no goalkeeper for him to train with at the minute, but it's a technicality. But yeah, it's. I think today it's not the most important thing. It's not the most important session. The most important session will be the one just before we go into the season, and everything in between here and then is a progressive, slow, making sure we look after everyone, manage everyone. Sometimes people are going to have to rest, sometimes people have days off, sometimes people won't, some people have got to do a bit extra, but we'll manage it the way through, and hopefully by the time we get to that last training session before the first game of the season, the lads will be revving and raring to go.